when it's hot like this and I cannot properly cool my apartment, it becomes a thing where I just stay like I sleep longer and stuff because I don't sleep as well, I guess, so I sleep longer. I'm not sure. Anyway. Okay.
Rose, are you there? Come in, Rose. Come on, Rose. Answer me. Rose.
Go away, Aubrey.
It's now or never, Rose. They're coming. I'm running out of doors to close.
I don't care. She's gone, Aubrey. I was too late. But she's gone.
I know. But you made a promise, Rose. Scout's honor and everything. If you don't leave now, they will get you too.
Promise.
Come on. Get up and get out. The left side door. Go!
Okay, how? Get me. Left side door? Why are we... Go. Go! What? Okay.
Good. Continue towards the physics department. Once you've gotten me out of here...
I'm not going to the engine halls, Aubrey.
But you said... You promised...
I know, Aubrey, I know. And I will stay true to my word. But my sister asked me to do one last thing for her. I have to do this first, Aubrey.
Family first. I understand. Where do you need to go?
The theater. How do I get there?
Get that physics department door open while I work out how to get you to the theater. I'll be right back.
Guess I'm not quite as much of a hurry, so I probably should be looking for stuff that I maybe can grab or whatever too. Okay. Helios Physics Department expanding into new sectors. Our expansion into the sectors previously occupied by the Weather Department is taking longer than expected. This means that we henceforth have to be very economical with how we install our existing equipment. I'm aware that the Weather Department is taking their sweet time to pack up, but I remind you all to be patient and graceful during this process, as we will require their assistance later this year with power distribution. New equipment shipments will be arriving within the week, and since we are still in transition, storage will become an issue. My office is always open, so if you have any suggestions or solutions, please come by and share your proposals. Unless you're a monster that is the immune system of time, then please go find somebody else's office. Keep up the good work. We've got exciting times ahead. Lead researcher, Ada Archer.
Wait. This was written by Ada.
Yeah. It was written by Ada. And what's your point? What's your friggin' point, man? Not exactly loving the prospect of time stuff being around and trying to kill me. I'm guessing there's nothing in that room. I would think, right? Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here. No. Okay. New dimension? It's been mathematically proven. find out what else is hidden. Apparently Tesla was not very careful with his stuff, which seems strange. Regardless of what else you might say or not about him, he does seem like he is not the careless type when it comes to science, at least. So I'm not actually sure. Okay. More dead bodies, big shocker. Can't go that way. I'm guessing we're going up there. Oh, hi.
Okay, I think I've got a solution, Rose. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Something is burning, though.
Oh yeah, that would be the reactor core. This is ground zero where it all began. Turns out the fire we lit just kept on burning. It's been consuming the Helios from within for days. Don't breathe the fumes. Highly inadvisable.
Easier said than done. You had a way for me to get to the theater?
I do, but you're not going to like it.
Come on. Hit me.
You see where all the smoke and fire is coming from? Well, we're going to walk you straight through the middle of it.
I hate this place.
It gets worse. The reactor core is shielded, so the receiver won't work once you're down there. You'll have to traverse the flames on your own. I'm going to monitor the exotic energy spread behind you, see if I can contain it. I'll talk to you on the other side.
Okay. Any last-minute advice?
Don't burn up.
Thanks. So helpful. Yeah, it's been really hot. I don't know, I mean, someday my cooling stuff will arrive, and then it'll be happy times for me again, but I do still feel bad. I mean, it does make me appreciate having cooling when I have it, and it helps me empathize for people who may not have it, so. Helios Physics Department, Weather Department Incidents. Another note by Ada. It has come to my attention that an altercation between members of the Physics Department and the Weather Department occurred yesterday evening, Tuesday. I am also told that all injuries appear to have been minor. I do not know what changed me more. The fact that members of my own department would stoop to violence when challenged, or the fact that none of you appear to even know how to throw a proper punch. Make no mistake about it, this was the first and the last altercation that will take place aboard the Helios under my watch as lead researcher. I will personally throw the next wannabe tough guy or girl into the Atlantic myself. Do not test me. The personnel involved in yesterday's scuffle will be given disciplinary tasks so that the rest of you, who know how to behave, can expect the toilets to be sparkling the next 3 weeks. Good day. Lead researcher Ada Archer. I don't even know if there are collectibles in this chapter. You would figure at a certain point we get enough danger around us, we probably won't really be able to collect anything anymore. But, I mean, the guys who made the game did take the trouble to design it a specific way. So it's very possible that they did the design in such a way that you're not in a tense moment at the time you get collectibles. So apparently I'm supposed to do something with this, I guess? No. With this? Oh, but I need a combo, which I don't currently know. Okay. Well, in that case, let's go through that first door and see if we can find some kind of a combination there. See anything to... Oh, maybe that's the combination over there. For the rest of the room, it doesn't seem like there's anything really with which to interact. And if you take the defibrillator and you attach it to the circumlocutor, the aeroscopic degauger will ventriculate the facilitation and the flux horizon. Sounded scientific, right? I'm sure I know exactly what I'm talking about. You can trust me. Department, okay, Helios Physics Department Core Memo. As is stipulated under Rule 38C, Paragraph 2 of the new Physics Department regulations, the weekly code for core access has been changed to the following. Let's write this down. Give me a sec here. Oops. Alright, so it is 11223. Do not share the access code with members of other departments. The next code update will occur 7 days from now. Lead researcher, Ada Archer. Also, do not open the core. Leave it sealed. If you're reading this, evacuate. Given the nature of the enemy in this, I'm not sure if you would actually be able to sneak past them anyway. I feel like if it's time probably doesn't actually have senses. So it probably could just tell life form move in that direction, would be my guess. Alright, 11223. I do not like this, even in the slightest. Bunch of dead. We're not going this way, probably. Right? Yeah. Okay. Am I doing something over here? Oh, so I'm sneaking around the side, okay. Geez, she's slow. don't get something chasing you while you're trying to do that maneuver. You will just get caught if you're doing that in the middle of the chase. Find a way through the flames to at ground zero. That's not great. This way, I guess. To go this way, I think. Cannot grab that. Okay, I have to wait for this. Time, remember, it's time. Time stuff.
Rose! Oh my god, my big sister is here. My big sister is here. Go to the theater and get the second notebook. Together, they hold the keys to everything.
Next to him as he's solving equations in seconds that had kept Les and Matt at bay for weeks. You could practically hear his mind tick, Benny. You could hear it like a force of nature.
Aubrey.
And I tell you what.
Aubrey.
Hang on.
Aubrey.
Rosie, you're back. Great. I was just telling Benny here.
The theater. Aubrey, how do I get to it? You said there was an elevator?
Of course. It's right up ahead. Bringing it to you now. What do you need to do there, anyway?
I need to find a notebook.
Rose, I cannot fathom the sorrow you feel, and you have my sincerest sympathies. But I've saved your life a handful of times already. I think I've earned to know what this is about.
You're right, Aubrey. I'm sorry. I'm looking for a notebook that my sister hid somewhere in the theater. It contained her new research, and I promised her I'd guard it.
The entire ship recognized her brilliance, Nicola included.
And now she's gone.
The elevator is here, Rose. Whenever you're ready.
Ada's department memos. Oh, that might be the. This might be the achievement for this one. There might only be 3 to find. Helios Physics Department Core Construction. I am pleased to, or I guess 4. There'd be 4. Anyway, I am pleased to announce that thanks to your hard work and dedication, we are now back on schedule. I know it has been a rough month, but the latest core inspection showed all active systems to be performing nominally and contamination within acceptable limits. I know you are as excited as me to get this beast up and running, but we still have a bunch of diagnostics to run before we can truly put her to the test. Until then, I've set aside a small piece of our budget for an open bar night this coming Thursday. Just show your physics department badge at your favorite bar, and you'll have free drinks until midnight. Enjoy yourselves. You've earned it. But don't overdo it. I still expect you up and ready Friday morning. We've got a lot of work still to do, but your diligence is paying off. Thank you, and have fun, Ada Archer. You don't think Aubrey is? Yeah, I'm really not sure. Hey, Somni, sorry, I didn't notice you jumped on. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know what to think about Aubrey either. If nothing else, Aubrey is a little touched in the head. Probably from experiences since the tragedy, I would assume. Maybe he got hit in the head or something by something falling. Hard to say. Royal visits scheduled aboard the Helios. A series of seemingly independent purchases of bulk copper is traced through shell companies back to Wardenclyffe. Industry-wide copper shortage after Wardenclyffe coup. Electrical anomalies finally cease. Edison announces new infrastructure investments all across Southeast Asia. Is there anything else we're missing? No, I think it's it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I don't remember. I think you left early last time, Somni. I can't remember for sure. Maybe that was the week before. Did you watch to the end last time, or did you have to leave? I'll fill you in if there's something that you've missed. Ooh, dimensional physicist Ada Archer joins the Helios project. Wardenclyffe Corporation stock prices rise as a result. Young, up-and-coming scientist is Nikola Tesla's latest recruit. Official announcement today. Universities united in protest after Wardenclyffe attracts yet another scientist from their ranks. Outraged professor claims Tesla is stealing the brightest minds to enrich himself personally. Open letter of protest against Tesla. Tesla's latest. The electrician illustrates 3 new discoveries. Telegraphing without wires. Melanin marking ink? No. Melanil. It's not melanin. I like the color in your skin now. Melanil marking ink. Requires no heating. Okay. Oh, you did. Okay. So you're all caught up. Okay. Yep. So for this time, we were basically like unconscious, effectively, or not unconscious, but like we collapsed from grief after watching Ada die. Okay. So we were still in that room up above where Ada was, where she was killed, and the glass was cracked and stuff. Anyway, and Aubrey, the guy scientist that's on the intercom with us, he told us that if we didn't hurry and leave that area, that the time antibody or whatever was going to come after us. The monster was going to come after us. It would find us. So we left, followed a path he gave us basically, and left through the area until we got to an area where there was a bunch of fire and stuff. We had to pass through the fire area to get over to here where there's an elevator. So there's poisonous gas and stuff in there that we obviously ended up breathing, even though he told us to try to not breathe it. So at the end of the very first chapter, as we were heading up the elevator, that thing crawling up, that must have been one of the antibodies. I didn't realize they had made it that far through the Darkness of Hades, chapter 5. We just finished that chapter. I didn't realize that at the end of chapter 1 that the antibody that was there, I didn't realize the monsters had made it that far on the ship, because it seemed like they so far we've only really encountered them in the area where the exotic element or whatever is the exo stuff, the blue mist stuff. So because of that, I thought they were mostly hanging around that area, but apparently not. That said, we did find not in the first chapter, not in that area. But I think starting with the second chapter after we left and went up above or whatever, I think not long after that or maybe it was the third chapter. Anyway, it was a ways into the ship, and then we started finding dead bodies. So, drama of Dionysus.
Any idea where this notebook might be hidden? It's a fairly large theater, you know.
Afraid not. But how big can it be, really?
Well, we are about to find out.
That's just the lobby. Wait until you see the auditorium. I leave you to search while I resolve some issues with the weather tech devices. I'll check in with you later, all right?
Sure. This might take a while.
So if you have some chapters like 5 that are short like that, it might not take all that long to finish the game. But given that this is supposed to be a very large area, this chapter I'm guessing is going to be a lengthy one. Oh crap! Really? Rail station. Who did we leave behind at the railway station? Like 3 chapters ago or something, 2 chapters ago. There's a rail station also. Oh, dang it. To message. In the future, we will correct the past. Just keep your promise. So this is, I'm assuming, a message from Ada saying that as long as Rose keeps her promise, gets the notebook, and then gets off the ship, that they'll figure out how to correct the problem from the past and keep it from happening in the first place. And then all the people won't die. But of course, that means we have to survive until then. Okay, and then base is just going up, so I think we want to go across. Well, make our way across, see if we find anything on the way. Given, number 1, that he was a scientist, and number 2, that often serial killers end up being intelligent people, I'm going to guess that Orlog, or whatever his name was, is going to figure out a way to get a rail car running, and he's going to try to come over here and kill me. I wonder why he is... I mean, he's a serial killer anyway, but I wonder why he's so hell-bent on killing us. Yeah. Nope, you're right. That was... well, he killed people outside of the rail station, and then he chased us. We tried to sneak past him, but there were 2 ways, kind of like a Y. If I can orient my hands. Anyway, coming like this. So we came in this one, but he was over here. So right as about we got here, he was already like halfway down this one, where everyone was like, whoa, who's that? So he started chasing us. Then we had to jump on the rail car, and then Aubrey helped us get the rail car going and get out of there. But Orlog did specifically, I don't remember if that's his name exactly. I think it's Orlog. Anyway, the killer did specifically name us. He did say something like, I'll find you and kill you, Rose. So, still knows us for some reason. So, there's that. Famous inventor Nikola Tesla strikes again. Remote-controlled boats all automate shipping all across the North Atlantic. Or will automate shipping all across the North Atlantic. Wardenclyffe Corporation is set to launch a fleet of 600 barges. And then men are like bees. I guess. I don't actually know how we're like bees, but apparently we're like bees. Leisure. Too much leisure and civilization will go to pot. Man was born to work and suffer and struggle. If he doesn't, he will go under. Materialism. Technical advances are inevitably driving us toward the grossest kind of materialism. Before long, the moral system of before long, or the social system of, is that bee? Bee life will become universal. Oh, I see, yeah. And then life of planets. There must be life on other planets. The sun shines, the stars give out heat, water collects on the surface. Chemical changes occur that we do not yet understand. Nikola Tesla. Okay. I couldn't zoom in anymore, so that was good of text as I could have gotten. Nikola Tesla leaves Wardenclyffe Corporation to record profits. The audacious inventor expands his company to take on new industries. Claims to be annoyed by ever-changing and increasingly invasive regulations. And then there's that ink again, an advertisement for that. And Rampton and Sons, which I don't remember the details of it. I don't know if I ever read them even, but I think I remember that from previous newspapers we read. So now we got the killer and we have Times antibodies both as potential threats. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, seriously don't know what the killer's obsession with me as Rose is. I wonder if... I hope not. But I wonder if he somehow survives this incident, gets off the ship, maybe like in an alternate version of how the future plays out, and then does research into Ada's family because he wants to make the family pay or something, and then finds out that Ada, like through a bunch of asking questions and other types of research or whatever, finds out that Ada came aboard and grabbed, or that Rose came aboard and grabbed Ada's research. Yeah, I don't know. He clearly does not like us though, and it's not just I'm a killer who wants to kill people. He has something specific out against us. Okay, I guess I'll go around then.
I am terribly sorry the tower upgrades demanded my attention far longer than I anticipated. I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all, sir. I'm still learning how to best get around here on the Helios. So many floors, so much to see.
Quite so, but I have saved the best for last, the Helios Grand Theater. Shall we?
By all means.
Wow, okay. So presumably, since the task updated, presumably it's going to try to basically give us a thing where, we follow visions or whatever those are, those energy signatures, to a certain place which was meaningful to Ada when she first got on the ship or something, and so that will be where she hid her notes. That'd be my guess of why we saw that vision, then two, why the task updated. Yeah, he might want the research for himself, although I don't know, he's a serial killer, so I don't know. I mean, those could be two separate things though, right? So I guess that's totally true, right? He could, or totally possible, he could want the research to feed his own ego. He could want the research because he figures it will somehow allow him to do killing in one time, and then when he feels like the heat's too much, like they're on to him or whatever, maybe he could move to a different time and do more killing or something. It's hard to say what his motives exactly are. Why did that happen? But I don't see any. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I think I was kind of with Hufo Fox. I don't think I expected Ada to survive. I didn't know if she would be killed by one of the time things, or if she. I was actually, personally, I was worried not that she was going to be
This,
killed.
Miss Archer,
I'll
is
tell you
the
something.
Helios Grand.
Wow.
I'm glad you like it. We have a wonderful lineup of performances this year, and if you look closely, up there, that is your private balcony from where you'll be able to watch them all. The balcony used to be my own, but I insist you take it as a welcome aboard gift and as a token of my appreciation for your research.
What? I don't know what to say, sir.
Oh, it is the least I can do, and please, call me Nicola.
Thank you. But what will people say? Won't people gossip? Me, sitting in your balcony?
It's not mine, not anymore. And people will always gossip. It interests me little. Come now, let me show you the view.
Of course. Of course. A private balcony. Would you hide your research there, Ada?
But unfortunately, there's a lot of the theater still to explore too. So maybe not so much with some of this. We have this is blocking things and stuff. New collectible. The 3 opera singers. Ooh, somebody has a crush. To my greatest fan, Thomas. Be well, Javier. Together on the Helios. They're like scribbled out the other guys. Okay, I get the heart around the one dude, but scribbling out the other faces? Seriously? Okay, that's a little rude. I was going to say, I was worried that... Yeah, it's nice, right? It's huge. I was worried that Ada would go with Rose, and then in the process of trying to go to get her research, or to get Aubrey afterward, one of the two, or I guess one of the 3, trying to get off the ship. At some point, though, I was worried Ada traveling with Rose, they were going to run into Ostrog. Ostrog, I think is the name, actually. Ostrog. Anyway, they're going to run into Ostrog, and they were going to try to get away from him, but he was going to stab and kill Ada, and Rose couldn't do anything about it, I think. I think that's what I was imagining was going to happen. Now, I don't know. I don't remember now if I was thinking that was going to happen, and then Ostrog was immediately going to be killed by one of the antibodies. I'm not sure. I didn't know they were antibodies at the time I considered that, but I did think that there was a monster on the ship. Because like I said, at the end of chapter 1, we saw some black silhouette, something or other, crawl up the side. So I knew there was something bad. I just didn't know what it was. I've not been to the Majestic. I've seen the Majestic on like different, specials, like where it's been televised or something. But I've never actually been to the Majestic, so I wasn't sure. Oh, hi. You friggin' jerks. Because there's going to be stinking killers going to be here. Perval. Such an honor to perform aboard the Helios. Thank you, Ludovica.
Always wanted to see her perform.
Unfortunately, she's either dead or she's already performed and left, one of the two. I don't know, there have been a few, very few, but a few people still alive, so I suppose she might be alive still, depending. Okay, this is not Ada's, but let's see if we can get in here. No. Unless we get a key at some point. Doesn't give me another thing to try, so I'm going to guess we're not going to be able to get in there ever. Jeez. Shell. Also no. Do not fall. Do not fall. Ah, hi. I don't know if I've ever told you this, Somni, or not. So I think I have mentioned that I am mildly, very mildly, but that I'm mildly hydrophobic.
A matter of building it. But enough about me. What about you, Ada? What about your family? You had a sister, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, Rose. Rose Archer. And if you think I'm stubborn, wait till you meet my sister.
What does she do?
She's a journalist.
Is that so? Is she any good?
The best.
The best. So I'm mildly hydrophobic. Like, if I get in water that's over my head, I get nervous. If I'm swimming, I'm not a great swimmer, but I know how to swim. So if I'm in water over my head or whatever, I can keep swimming. It's not so much hydrophobia that I completely freeze up. Although I do have this kind of nervous, lingering nagging in the back of my head. That's kind of how my hydrophobia is. But, so I'm mildly hydrophobic, but I'm actually, I don't know what to call it other than I'm an acromaniac. Like, I love heights. Like, I don't do things that I think are foolish, like bungee jumping, where you really have no control over whether the bungee cord is going to be too long or going to break or something before you do it. So I don't do stuff like that, but I used to do, like, rock climbing a lot, and, of course, hiking and in general mountain climbing and stuff. I did as well, so... So when I'm, like, going across that thing, like, narrowly going side to side and stuff, if that were real life, I'd be nervous that something might break under me and I would fall anyway. Excuse me. So there'd be that nervousness, but just the height, for the sake of being the height, wouldn't bother me in the slightest. I'd actually quite enjoy it. So actually being that high up might actually make crossing that thing a little bit more, less stressful for me, because I get like an adrenaline rush off the height. Let's go. Both scare you? I'm sorry. It's not great having a phobia, it's for sure. Torn page from a diary. 2nd Tuesday of September. Dear Diary. Today, Michael mixed up our beer bottles and drank from mine. I told him about the mistake and we laughed about it. If he does it again, I'll stomp on his throat until his windpipe is as clogged as the Helios toilets. He's a good guy, though. And he smells nice, like lavender and fish. I guess somebody's a little bit specific about their beer, huh? This is not... Oh, I wonder if I'm going to crawl over this... Oh, no, I'll go this, won't I? Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Jeez.
Easy. Easy now.
Yeah, that's actually not an uncommon fear. There are a lot of people, even if it's not a phobia. So there are people who are acrophobes, but then there are also, I don't know what you want to call them, but it's like, it's not a phobia, but a large number of people are uncomfortable with heights. It's not necessarily a phobia, but they are uncomfortable with heights. I'm just weird that way. I just really love heights. I really enjoy, like, if my dad and I, for example, are on his property and we're working on helping, like, I'm working on helping him build something. whatever it might be. It might be a room for their house, or it might be, replace, I don't even know, fixing something, whatever. Anyway, if any of it involves heights, like getting up on the roof or something, or up on a tall ladder, I really enjoy it. Well, I enjoy the ladder except for the fact that I usually end up with the ladder that has the round rungs, and so if I stand on them for too long, the bottoms of my feet start getting sore. But otherwise, I really like it, like a lot. All right. I feel like we might be leaving here a different way than we came. I don't know for sure, but I feel like that might be the thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, really? I don't think it was a cockroach in my case. I was a little kid. I want to say like 6 or something. And my parents had moved temporarily. We later moved to a normal house, but we lived temporarily on like 48 acres of property. Was out kind of in more like the wooded area in eastern Washington. It would have been like northwest of Spokane, in the least populated county in the state, Stevens County. At the time. I don't know if it still is. Probably, but I don't know for sure. Anyway, so we had new collectible as well. Great chess tournament. Will you beat Professor Steinitz? Ms. Archer got lucky. Steinitz. Miss Archer got lucky. Sure she did. Sure she did, buddy. Anyway, so we were on this property, and I don't even remember a lot about the experience because I was so young.
Ah, here we are. I do hope it will provide you with much joy while aboard the Helios.
It's wonderful. I really cannot thank you enough.
Nonsense, my dear. Just continue to pursue your theories. That will be gratitude plenty.
So we'll go through here, I'm guessing, at some point. I feel like there's going to be a chase, and it might be start up here, but I'm guessing it probably will be when we get down to the level below. Anyway, we had rabbit cages, and my mom and dad were like, had their backs turned to me, and they were like talking, like looking at the rabbits, and hey cutie, how you doing and stuff, just saying hi to the rabbits or whatever. Anyway, and this beetle of some kind, I was too young to remember enough detail to know if it was a cockroach, but there was a beetle of some kind of flying beetle, landed on my mom's shoulder, and because I was so young, I swear the thing was like this big. I mean, I don't know, obviously, the actual size, but it seemed like giant to me, and I was like, ah! So... yeah, I think it's the adrenaline rush that I really like, which is funny because I'm not an adrenaline junkie. Like, I don't go out and do stuff to get an adrenaline rush, really. But I think that is what I like about it, yeah. Yeah. And about the most I could say on that, like in response, not that you want a response or whatever, but the most I could say, really, in reply to that,
I truly believe
is
you are
that I'm
onto
sorry.
something revolutionary, Ada. It's just missing that final spark. I hope the Helios will provide the resources required for us to find it. Because when we do, we will have changed the world forever.
To changing the world.
To changing the world.
Search the balcony for her research. As if I can just say, I feel sorry that that's the case for you guys, because I'm like the exact opposite kind of personality. I mean, there are things that might make me jump or nervous or something possibly, but generally speaking, I'm super laid back. Like, most of the time, things don't bother me. I mean, well, I have a little bit of a temper. My dad, when I was growing up, when my dad first married my mom, when my dad was a teen, he let his temper get out of control, and my grandparents, my grandfather was gone all the time, and my grandmother really didn't discipline him, so he basically let his temper run wild. And then he went through the Navy with that also, only managing his temper insofar as it would get him in trouble or whatever. Anyway, so then he got back and he was married to my mom, and my mom early on realized that. It's all right. Anyway, so my mom realized that, and so she made it very clear, you either get this temper under control or this will be probably a very short marriage. And so he loved my mom so much that he learned to control his temper and stuff. But that took him, and he would have to continue, he'd lose his temper here and there. My mom would get upset with him again, and he'd say, I'm trying, I know I messed up. She'd forgive him. Anyway, so it took him a lot of years to get over his temper. Well, because I had that, and I'm not blaming my dad, because it's not my dad's fault for my actions. I'm responsible for my own actions. But I saw that my dad doing that, and so I got the stupid idea in my head that it was okay to do that sometimes. So I would let my own temper go. So sometimes somebody will do something that annoys me, and if I'm in just the wrong mood, I'll lose my temper. Although losing my temper usually only lasts for maybe a minute, and then I'm done. I'm over the thing. So anyway, so losing my temper happens, but otherwise I'm a pretty laid back person, so it doesn't really matter.
Not here?
Oh, you're gonna prompt me to go one to the next, are you? Okay.
Not here?
Not there, not there. I guess one of these? Yeah.
Come on.
There's a secret room in my room. You find it while I make my way through another laboratory department. I'll give you a clue. It's center stage. That's it. You're just going to leave me to figure this out on my own? Have fun.
Used to call the theater guest elevator the private
Center
area.
stage. Holy shit. Ada, I hear you. I still don't get these visions of Ada. Or how the radio played our conversation from the past. But it's like she's still here. Leading me onwards.
I don't really know that you need to get it. The fact that it's happening is enough. Oh, I don't like this. Are there any? I gotta see if there are any other collectibles. No. Nope. Get your season tickets to the Helios Grand Theater. Okay. See, there's blood everywhere.
All right, center stage. How do I get up there?
So the first thing you want to know is how do you avoid getting found by the killer or a monster. That's a dead end. Okay. So if I get chased by the guy, make sure I do not take that way. Because that way does not go through. That way doesn't either. Okay, great. Not seeing any collectibles. A lot of dead bodies, though. And it's hot enough that my arm gets sweaty here, and then I get like this gross sweat thing I leave on my desk. Yeah. Well, like I said, I mean, I'm not saying what should or should not apply for anybody else, but for me, I'm taking responsibility for my own actions. It's not my dad that makes me lose my temper. He may have given me, like, genetically or something, he may have given me, like, some kind of propensity for angering easily, but it doesn't mean I have to anger easily. It's just something I have to learn to master then, right? It's going to be there. I'm just seeing if there are collectibles before grabbing it. So I feel, since nothing has happened yet, I have a feeling as soon as you grab it, there's going to be like some kind of chase something on. Chasing. Do, 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 do. Xexor's really screwed and it's gonna die now. Do, 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 do. Xexor's really screwed and it's gonna die now. Do, 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 do. That's how music's gonna play while I'm running. Okay, let's go over to the other side. Jeez. Right in the middle of the performance and stuff. Gosh, man. Tell you what. This is probably why there was nobody, like, on the first level when we first arrived. Probably it was at night or something when they wouldn't get arrivals normally. And, or everybody was, like, at the theater here or whatever, watching some kind of performance.
Okay. So if I was super secret research, where would I hide?
Well, I have an idea. Oh, there's a trap door we can look in? Maybe then I ought to go back to that piano. I was thinking it was going to be on the piano. Maybe not, though. Maybe I should go back there and see if that's another collectible. Can't not climb over stones. Stones too big. 6 inches. Stone too large. Cannot traverse. Oh, did you? Nice. I never learned trumpet. I learned saxophone and, well, not normal. I learned contrabass clarinet. and a little bit of percussion. Like in marching band, I was the bass drum, for example. And then a little bit of guitar as well. Signed F. Fabrier Flyer. To the lovely Lucy aboard the Helios. In gratitude, F. Fabrier.
The great Fabrier.
Fabrier.
Nice mustache.
Did he go by Fabrier? That's silly. He's got a French name, though. Why would he do that? That's just silly. I must be missing... Well, I'm not... I mean, I'm not an achievement hunter, so I guess it's fine. I feel like I'm missing some collectible. But maybe I have not missed it so far. Maybe it comes later. A sword and a bunch of pillows? What play did it say? Oh, they were putting on Hamlet, weren't they? Oh, never attacked by time anomalies? Oh, that's rough. I mean, you watch it coming, and you basically say, what is that? And everybody turns, you start running, so that you have some head start while it's slaughtering all of your friends. It's kind of the normal. Hidden in plain sight achievement. Okay. Duder's gonna be... No! Knew it.
Do you remember me, Rose? Do you remember what you did? I saw you at the masquerade ball, Rose. This is all your fault.
Where did he go?
He's gone a different way. God dang it. You friggin' jerk, I hate you. Killer who hides. That's great. Let's play.
You are mine, Rose. This is all your fault.
How do you want to die? How frickin' really? Like her? He set all of this up ahead of time. Famous autographs. Trollolololololololol. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. There's nothing. There's literally nothing to do. It's always just escape him. Gosh. Of course. Fast, painfully, slow. Jeez, freaking jerk. I can't go back, can I? Of course not. here now. Cannot. What? There was a there. Where is that? That. Oh, great. Really? Okay. Ah! Really? Dead end, apparently. Yeah, okay. Oh, really? I can't leap it? So dumb, dude. We get it. He's killing me. Okay. Ah. I don't like it when games do this. It's like, learn the path over and over again, basically.
Make your peace. Our collective suffering ends today.
So I guess not fully left because that's fire. Okay. I thought it was going to give me a, like, leap indicator or something. I guess I shouldn't assume that, but I obviously don't know what way to go anyway, so it's like...
Make your peace. Our collective suffering ends today.
What? So he catches you if you go that way? Then how? When you go to the left, how? Well, maybe, except I just went to the right and he caught me anyway. What the frick? Was there a door I missed?
Make your peace. Our collective suffering ends today.
There's not. Oh, I wonder if it's I'm falling through the boards. I wonder if it's, yeah, he probably put it there, you're right. I wonder if it's I'm falling through the boards, like my foot slipping through.
Make your peace. Our collective suffering ends today.
Oh, he fell and he's on fire. Knowing these kinds of games, I don't know that this is over, but okay. All right. We may or may not see him again, I guess. Probably will. He'll probably be on fire and be crazy and come after us at some point.
Rose? Rose? Is that you? You sound terrible.
Aubrey, where the hell have you been? I could have used you like 5 minutes ago.
You found the notebook, didn't you? I bet you did. Right? Right?
Yes, Aubrey. I got the notebook. And then I ran into Ludwig.
Oh no. Are you okay?
I'm fine, Aubrey, and thankfully, Ludwig took a face full of fire, so that's one problem less.
Wow. One piece of great news after another. What's next?
The bad news? I'm lost. I think there's an elevator here, but I can't really tell. It's too dark.
Aha, not a problem. Pay attention to the lights around you and let me know when they start blinking. All right?
Sure.
Obviously going that way is bad news. That's electrifying me. Okay, so that, hopefully. Oh my goodness. Jeez, dude. Those time things really couldn't care less, could they? Just rip people in half. Holy crap, man.
Anything yet?
No, nothing. Wait! Now! Aubrey, now!
Oh, that's deck 66. Next order of business, getting you that elevator.
Fantastic, Aubrey. Thank you again for everything. I'm coming to make good on my promise.
Maybe.
You have no idea how good that sounds. Wait, let me get the doors.
Maybe?
Oh, God damn it.
I knew there'd be something.
What's wrong?
Okay, it's fine.
There's...
I mean, it's gross, but it's fine.
Gross. There's the body of a man crucified against the elevator wall. Is there a different elevator you can send up? I'd rather not.
It's the only one. It's the only one, Rose.
I hate this place. I hate this place so much. One leaf in, one thorn out.
Thanks for doing this, Rose.
Yeah.
I don't think Aubrey's gonna make it. Like you were saying earlier, Fox, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, exactly. I'm positive he survived. Like, what the... Like, obviously he survived, right? Yep, I agree. So when you had said earlier, Somni, can you jump down a floor? I think that was the thing, was there were the holes, and like I didn't get any kind of indicator to jump down, and I think unless I stayed all the way to the right, my foot, I'm pretty sure, got caught in the boards and I tripped, and then that's how Ludwig caught me. Ostrog is a big fat jerkhead, now with a burnt face too.
I have a confession to make.
Oh?
I told you that I had a family, but I don't. That was a lie. I'm a liar, Rose. I'm sorry.
That's okay, Aubrey.
glad to hear it, because I'm afraid you've got a bit of work to do before you can get to my end of the engine halls.
But of course I do. What a surprise. Where do I go?
Make your way to the local engine hall. You'll have to find a way to the other side of it. Yes! The power couplings, Benny! Hey, Rose. I gotta sort this out. I'll be back in a jiffy. Just don't...
Don't what? Aubrey? Aubrey! Right.
Don't get killed by one of the time anomalies. Jeez. And that's actually a knife. So Ludwig was here at some point. That's actually killer, not monster. Probably this one too, I'm guessing. What the crap, dude. Dude, that Ludwig guy, I swear. Of course. Oh, power's going on and off. Which is potentially bad. Potentially very bad. Ah, serial killer chasing you through here. What are you doing, buddy, old pal, old light silhouette guy, old buddy, old pal? Yeah, I have to wait till this is on again. Okay. Let's see what else, if anything, is here before we cross over. Jeez, dude. I wonder if that's actually based on anything. If there actually was, whether the name was Ludwig Ostrog or somebody else, if there was actually a scientist around this time period that was known to be a serial killer, turned out to be a total psychopath. Probably. We already talked about the Jack the Ripper, but you know, there might have been other people too. And it's Ludwig Ostrog, so wouldn't have, I mean, unless Jack the Ripper ended up being Germanic, otherwise it wouldn't have been a German person, right? It would have been nope. This way? Oh, I have to wait for, I see. Let's figure out how.
Rose?
Aubrey, can you do something about the power coming and going? I thought you had that area covered.
There's a bit of a hiccup with this, with a large electromagnetic distribution coil. It seems to be pulsating.
Yeah, that means nothing to me, Aubrey. Speak plainly.
Rosie, we are harvesting electricity from time itself. This shit is complicated, okay? You just find a way forward and don't die.
Ah, great plan, Aubrey. Your best work yet.
You hear that, Benny? Rose is giving me attitude.
I mean, no offense there, Aubrey. You kind of are asking for attitude. Oh, so that one... This looks like this is the way to move on. Well, what was with the, Alright, hang on then. I guess we want to cross that bridge to see what's on the other side. We might need a key. I mean, it's hard to know what's over there, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was just saying that I was just saying historically Jack the Ripper was approximately around this time period. So maybe there's another historical figure approximately around this time period. That's really all I was mostly meaning with that. So, not that he was a scientist. Oh, did it with Jack the Ripper? Oh. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I don't know any killers, fortunately, right? So I don't know. But I could see the potential of a killer just feeling the need to kill, not feeling the need to necessarily do it a certain way. Like, there have been people, I think, in, like, war situations and stuff, they become serial killers, but they're not the calculating kind of serial killers. They just, violence, death. They get, like, addicted to that, and so they just do it regardless. I'm not totally sure, but I think so. I think, if I remember right, I think I remember reading about some cases like that. General Maintenance Report 2318. Inspection verdict failed. Inspector notes. How these power couplings are still functioning is beyond me. Look at them. The only thing holding them together is rust and dust. But that's not the scary part. You know what happens if these were to fail? First, the D12 panel would overload, preventing the automatic pressure equalizer from receiving updated values. Normally, this would cause the local heat trigger to flip, preventing the situation from escalating. But since the heat trigger is entirely missing, that won't happen. The result is catastrophic pressure building in the discharge tanks, causing a grade C+ explosion where anywhere from 4 to 10 casualties, depending on shift, would be expected. If you want to gamble with lives, at least have the common decency to say so openly. A-holes. Aubrey King, Technology Department Maintenance Division. Oh, so this is an Aubrey note. Okay. Nice. We have one of however many Aubrey notes. I would, actually, the other ones I didn't care as much about. I was just like, well, if we can while we happen to be going. But I would actually like to, if possible, find all the Aubrey notes, because Aubrey is an interesting enough character. I would like to see a little bit more about... Maybe it'll all just be like shift stuff and, you know, business related. Could be. But if there's anything that can give us more insight into him as a person in general, that would be good. Also, though, unfortunately, given that we're finding potentially notes that Aubrey made, I feel like that almost confirms that Aubrey is not going to survive. Why tell us some more information about Aubrey if you could just have him talk with us after the fact? I could be wrong. Because, see, there are literary devices, and it's also a literary device to use a red herring. So you can use a literary device to make people think one thing, and then you do something completely different. And so then, right? So it could be that. I don't think we ever discovered that. I didn't, at least. I've been wondering, seeing it all over, but I haven't been able to figure out. I wonder, we don't have an inventory system in this game, so I can't look at it again, but Ada's journal had an A on it. I don't remember if there was that symbol or not. I feel like no, though. Like, if that was Ada's specific symbol, she wouldn't just like randomly run around the ship leaving her symbol different places, right? That doesn't make sense. She doesn't seem to be that kind of a person anyway. So that doesn't seem to be. Or you can squeeze by on the outside, but I don't feel like we need to at this point since we just found another way around. Might want to do this though. Hey, you silhouettes of guys and stuff. Okay, I think we caused a fire that wasn't there already. So that's great. That's good news. Oh, right. This normally could bring a walk across, but this is not. When the power comes back on, this isn't working, so it doesn't change it. Wait for this. Oh, is that enough to bring this across now? Maybe, or maybe not. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I guess I'm just going up. I guess I'm just going up. Hey guys, you were there at some point and you said some stuff to each other and you worked in the same area, or at least were standing in the same area or something. I wonder if Ludwig was also the saboteur. We don't technically know. We don't even know all that much about him, except somebody had suspicions about his psychotic nature, and that he was not over a department, but one of the higher up scientists in the department. Given that that's all we know about him, could have been a lot of different. I mean, he's a killer anyway, but maybe that's why he was hired to sabotage. He's like, look, I know you're a psycho. I mean, everybody knows you're psycho, even if the law hasn't proven it yet. But we have something that will help you kind of get your kill on while still also helping us out. Could be. There's probably more to Aubrey. I don't know if Aubrey would be on the killer's side, though, or the killer would be on Aubrey's side. I don't know. It's possible, but I don't. So what things, like what bits of evidence in the story or whatever so far, Fox, have you seen that point toward that? Oh, jeez. Okay. Go, go, go. Get off. Go.
Rose? You are there, Rose?
Yeah, I'm still here, Aubrey. I made it across the engine hall. What now?
Up ahead is hydraulics and pressure control. The distribution coil is boiling the storage tanks, so you're going to have to reduce the pressure in order to get the security doors to open. Find the pressure valves, Rose. Turning them should bring the pressure down.
Okay. Find the valves to reduce pressure. Got it.
Doing great, Rose. You're almost here.
Okay. Talk to you in a bit.
Yeah, I agree that we may not want to trust Aubrey. I'm not seeing the connection between Aubrey and Ludwig, though. But maybe I'm missing something. If you can clarify why you think they're working together, maybe I could better understand and be like, oh, yeah. Because that's very possible I missed something. Reduce hydraulic pressure by turning the correct valves. Do I want to follow you so I can see what the correct valves are? Maybe this is just saying go in this direction. And then screw you, you'll figure out the valves on your own. You stupid Rose. I don't know. I don't know what that vision was doing, but didn't seem especially. High pressure pump. See, it says the correct valves. So I probably want to find something that will tell me what valves I want before just turning random valves, I would assume. Some kind of an instructional, these valves do this, those valves do that. If you do the wrong valve, you're an idiot. Any of that kind of stuff. There's another one here.
Earned it, Penny. Earned it.
Aubrey?
Years of...
Aubrey!
Earned it. And then years of. Yeah, he's really angry. That sounds like he's angry at being, like, creating the weather system and earning that position stuff, then being disciplined and being put down here. Makes me think he's angry. Yeah, I feel like he might have an ulterior motive. Did you hear my theory? I don't know. I guess my theory maybe just doesn't have that much merit to it. I don't know. So that's one of the pumps going. In fairness, I would also say it's not a full theory. Loose pressure valve wheel used to control hydraulic pressure. It is old and consumed by rust. It's not a complete theory or anything, so obviously it won't explain like everything. And I'm not saying that I'm right, obviously, either. I have no idea. But I was thinking, I guess it wasn't even a theory. I wasn't really saying this is what happened. I guess what I was saying was just, wouldn't it be interesting if, because we read a newspaper early on, like chapter 1, chapter 2, something like that. We read a newspaper that talked about a killer being loose, and that authorities had yet to find the killer. Okay? So obviously there was a killer out in society. At some point. Okay? And because the authorities had not figured out who it was, the killer was still, around, was not arrested or whatever, right? Well, what would happen if, not Edison per se, because right, it's not necessarily, they suspect Edison, that doesn't mean there's nobody else who wants to sabotage their stuff or whatever. Anyway, but what's to say some other group that maybe is opposed to the research that's going on decides we want to sabotage the ship? Wouldn't it be convenient, as long as he was willing to cooperate, wouldn't it be convenient to write up like fake documents and everything for this killer, get them somehow on board the Helios, tell them the very first thing you need to do is sabotage the ship. As soon as you sabotage the ship, then in all the chaos you can do all the killing you want. You can take out as many people as you want. You can kill to your heart's content. We know you love to kill. How about we give you the opportunity to kill while at the same time helping us out? I don't see anything that's saying
Aubrey.
Nicolaville.
Hero of the
Aubrey? Your radio? Aubrey.
Yeah, that's not good. He is completely losing his stuff right now. He is completely losing his mind. That's bad. Bad news. Okay, there is a message over here. Let's see what it says. One of these, this one. Roll with the hit and run. Rescue will come. Tube message. All right. Oh, hey, that one has. I wonder if that's just the symbol for Helios, because that's at the bottom of this one. Well, but it's handwritten. I don't know. Okay, anyway, like I said, though, I'm not seeing... It says do it in the correct order or something, or do the correct valves. I'm not seeing anything that tells me what the correct valves are. So maybe we just do it and hope. I guess that's one. Okay. So I guess I just go around doing them all one turn, see if that'll do things. Aubrey does seem like the kind who might have a temper. And if you feel like you've been wronged, you might try to teach people a lesson. Of course, if Rose finds out that Aubrey sabotaged stuff, that's basically going to be unforgivable for her, right? Because it caused her to lose her sister Ada. Not to mention all the other people who've lost their lives in the meantime. I feel like that's a thing that Rose will not be okay with. Okay. I guess we got all the ones over there. Background over here again. I don't know if we could do that one anyway. It's like, unless we could somehow turn off that electricity. Otherwise, I don't think that's happening. Another one over here on the bottom. Oh, here. Maybe. Maybe not. It's another... Okay. Maintenance report 2411. Inspection verdict. Spectacularly failed. Wow. The way you people continue to disappoint me is truly astonishing. The cap transfer cables are not supposed to be connected to the current control system. Just because the cables fit doesn't mean that they're supposed to connect there. The two systems operate on entirely different frequencies, meaning that all the power readings we've collected since the last inspection will have to be thrown out since the values have been compromised. How the hell are we supposed to keep the Helios running effectively without you lot pissing away our chances to take accurate measurements? Mandatory systems and cables review session on Tuesday, 9 p.m. We will go for as long as needed until everyone has an intimate understanding of the required cable connections. Aubrey King, Technology Department, Maintenance Division. He certainly does not seem to be very forgiving of people making mistakes, does he?
Come on.
Okay, so I'm trying to lower that, so I have to make sure that goes down each time I turn one. Okay. That's already down, so I probably don't want to do that one. Is this one over here down? Yes. Right. She's like, seriously, can you just work with me for once, please? That would be fantastic.
Rose. I see green all over my sensors here. The security doors should be open. Just one more hurdle, and then we can get the hell out of the ship.
All right, one more hurdle. What's up next?
Well, you remember that malfunction and supersized electromagnetic distribution coil? It's... You know what? Some things just need to be seen. Come on through.
I mean, do I actually want to come on through? Another one of those symbols. See, sometimes they're like painted or whatever, so they're definitely not the typical whatever. All these dead people. And given that there were some knife wounds on some of these, It's hard to know if they were killed by a killer. Let's say Aubrey even potentially is a killer. So Aubrey or Ludwig, or if they were killed by the time anomalies. Like, you really can't say, right? There wasn't any ladder on this, right, to go up at all. There were the chains, but... yeah, no, there's not. And I assume the other side's the same. I don't remember seeing a ladder on the other side. Who? Ludwig? Horsthrug? You're saying he became a killer because of what happened on the ship? I mean, I'm sure that's a possibility. I don't know enough about the human mind, how it works, and trauma and stuff to know what may or may not set people off, so it's definitely a possibility. As far as I know. Okay. Jeez. Do I want to keep going? I'm not a fan of how everything keeps shaking.
Supersized electromagnetic distribution coil. I'm gonna call it Fred.
Fred. Not even after the acronym.
Oh, shit.
Don't worry, you're safe in there. As long as you don't get directly exposed to the shock wave, you should be fine.
Good to know.
You should be able to see me. I'm in the tall building to your right. See me in the window there, Rose?
Hey, Ludwig. Or not Ludwig.
Anyway, you
Aubrey.
see that building on fire in the distance? That's where you'll find the emergency deactivation switch.
Wait, all the way over there? At the other end?
Yep.
You want me to sprint there while electromag something or other regularly fries the entire place?
Yep.
Yep.
I've been thinking about this part. If it's all right with you, I'll open the door on the left and just hide in the corner for a while, okay?
Of course. I wouldn't want you screaming in my ear anyway.
Jeez. Okay. General Maintenance Report 2412 extraordinarily failed. I guess these are all Aubrey, so. Inspector notes. I have been told by Vardencliff representatives that referring to the maintenance team as is not in line with corporate leadership procedure. So I will henceforth refrain from using the term when describing the team. Instead, I will be referring to you lot as defective since I swear it's like you guys are deliberately trying to piss me off. Here is a sample of the many things that the latest inspection uncovered. Burnt out fuse on security panel number 122B. Melted safety pin on distribution hub number 4. Faulty high voltage cable between T3 and T4. Pressure pump number 26 doesn't work at all. Fuse box 14L contained no backup fuses, only toilet paper. Missing thermostat on 3 out of 4 storage tanks. Pump 34W is leaking hydraulic fluid. Missing multiple pressure control valve wheels. The full list of defects is nailed to the coffee machine in the cafeteria. I might have slipped with the hammer when nailing the list to it, so it appears you will all be performing this week's maintenance without your regular dose of coffee. You'll thank me later. Aubrey King, Technology Department, Maintenance Division. Oh. Okay. He's the type of guy who leads by threatening people. I see. What a great leader you've got and stuff. It's diagram, obviously, more detailed diagram or whatever of that. Okay, I don't know what we're gonna do as far as timing goes. I guess we'll maybe figure it out. Do I need to wait until it goes? Because otherwise I don't know. It's not, it hasn't gone like the whole time since that very first though, so I don't know how I'm gonna see it go and then time some kind of a sprint. I'm dead. Hi. Okay, I'm trying to think. I'm guessing there's like a building. I just didn't know if it would be that side. I think it's maybe the closer side. I think there's a building that I'm going to need to duck into. Maybe this? This? Or will this not protect me? Okay. Duck behind something and I'm okay. Why? Oh, is this just some place to hide? Let's see if this works. I don't know where I'm going. Hang on. Let me get behind this again and try to figure out where the crap I'm going. No? Oh, I think I'm going to have to go back up again. Crap. Up and then around, yeah. Jeez, okay. I guess I'd do that to trigger it. Go! No, 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 no. I'm dead. I'm dead. Dang. Took too long to run up the ladder, I think, to... Wait, stop. We're right here. Oh. And she can't swim, so she drowns. Okay, so that's another death. That's great. What? It didn't even load. I just like auto died.
Is it over?
How should I know? I pulled the damn thing. Did it work?
Just a moment. I think you did it, Rose.
Oh, thank God.
I can't believe it! You did it! Woohoo! I am going to live!
Hey. So, Aubrey, how about we finally get off this godforsaken thing?
Not a day too soon. Take the metal walkways on your left. They should lead you up here to the control center. I know I've said thank you already, but it will be nice to finally be able to do it in person.
On my way, Aubrey. See you in a bit.
You mean say thank you as you kill me? Or say thank you some other way? What do you... Can't go under... Okay, I don't... To the left. Wasn't that over here? But that didn't... what? Over there, I guess. Okay. Thanks, energy signature. That is a kind of convenient thing for this game to have, right? You have that so that it can kind of guide you what way to go. I actually don't think that that was interdimensional electro goo. I think that was their harnessed energy. That I think that's what broke time. But I don't think that's actually time itself, like the time stuff. I think that's what broke time. Still, I think you're right. I mean, if it were electricity, that certainly would not protect against electricity. So why would it protect against another energy type, right? I suppose technically it could prevent against fire. So there's that, but otherwise, I don't know.
Hope Aubrey knows of a shortcut off this thing. Whew, I don't fancy going back the way I came.
Yeah, well, don't be too eager to meet Aubrey.
Aubrey? Let's go!
Okay, looks like that was the last one. Aubrey likes to rant, is what it's called. Maintenance Report Division memo. It would be funny if it wasn't so damn depressive. Since my transfer from the Vessel Department 8 months ago, I have yet to perform a maintenance check that didn't reveal a severe system malfunction. All I hear are safety concerns this and safety concerns that. If you lot could succeed at keeping the engine hole running for a week without some new disaster, you actually might be able to get the budget to take care of your workplace safety paranoia. For those who care, the funeral at sea for your colleague Michael Jensen will be held at 2 p.m. Wednesday. That's all. Aubrey King. Geez, even with funeral, he's pretty much doesn't care. Yeah, Aubrey leans heavily. Aubrey is at least extremely apathetic, if not sociopathic, right? Or
Come on, Aubrey. Let's go already.
Is there anything down below here before we? No, there's the chain, and then. The fact that he is not answering is obviously, if you did not suspect him already, this would be extremely suspicious. Yeah, prepare yourself, Rose. You're about to die. Is there something on? Oh no, it was a chain, wasn't it? Yeah, okay.
Aubrey?
Did the security protocol somehow lock me in and free him? Like it opened temporarily and so I was able to come through, but in the process of my coming here, he was set free and then everything locks down behind him, so I can't go now. She's here. Blueprint map of the surgery room where Ada was trapped. Ah!
Hello, Rosie.
Yep. Ulterior motives for sure. But, yeah, they just show a clip from The Prestige.
I tried to tell you. I really did. I'm a liar, Rose. I've heard everything, every word, since you came aboard. From your first conversation with Ada to the last words she ever spoke. I even listened in on your conversation with
Aubrey.
Nicola.
What?
It wasn't Tesla's lockdown that was jamming your sister's broadcasts. That was another lie. It was me!
Why?
Because she took everything from me! Everything! I had his attention! I had his respect! But she took it all. I used to be someone aboard this ship. But now the time has come to take back.
Aubrey.
Starting with these.
If you do this, I will kill you.
Is that a promise, Rosie?
Scout's honor.
Cute. You forget that just like I led the exotic energy to the surgery room of your sister, so too am I leading exotic energy to you, right here. You better hurry.
Those things will be here any minute. Benny here will keep you company while you die. I instead will use these to save the day and reclaim what was mine. One leaf in, one form out.
What? Why did it not? Oh, I wonder if I have to shut the door behind me. Oh, no. Hi. Alright. We get it. You're eating stuff. What? Come on. So stupid. Yeah, okay. I guess I won't try that. It shuts too fast for some reason. Right. Go through the whole cutscene of that. No! Gosh, stop! Stop. How? I'm limping! How the frick? And see, there on the left is the control thing. Why can I not shut that? It's like I go through there and then I can't... Okay, I don't even... Go through here. And then stop being dumb. Pull the thing! Pull this! Pull that! Okay, I guess I can't do it from this side. So I have no idea how the frick I escape this. When I'm limping and it's like running... Well, kind of strolling or whatever, but what the frick? Yeah, there's no way. How? How would I ever do this? How? Seriously? Come on.
Close your eyes, Rose. Close your eyes.
Oh, Tesla's saving us. Yeah, I don't know. Cause plot device.
It's going to be okay. They're gone. It's going to be okay.
So Tesla actually saved us. Tesla's a nice guy, after all. The Strife of Eris, Chapter 7. So 3 more chapters. Looks like we have probably one more streaming session. All right. So Chapter 8's where we're going to leave it for today. Yeah, he did turn out to be alive. That's good, right? No. I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure Aubrey is just going to leave stuff like it is, let the monsters kill Rose and Tesla and whomever else, but that Aubrey is just going to try to run away with the research. Basically, he's angry. So Aubrey had created that weather device that tapped into the weather and got energy that way. But there were a lot of there were some side effects with that. And so as a disciplinary action, Tesla took Aubrey, put him as the head of engineering instead, like kind of demoted him. So he's no longer working on inventing stuff, just on running the ship systems. So unfortunately, Tesla didn't realize that Aubrey was a very vindictive type of person. So Aubrey got mad. When Rose came on board, Aubrey tapped into the communications, made sure that she and Ada could communicate a certain amount, but not too much. And then also blocked communications where need be, funneled them through funneled Rose through certain passages and so on. Killed Ada in vengeance because Ada tapped into the one electron theory to get energy from time itself. But the consequence of that, because remember, Ada said we have certain controls we need to, like certain checks we need to verify before we make this thing go live. I think Aubrey was like, screw that, I'm going to kill everybody. I'm mad at all of you. So Aubrey is the saboteur. I'm pretty sure Aubrey is the saboteur. And I think Ludwig was just some random psycho who happened to be, was on board, and then he was like an opportunistic psycho. So he didn't kill people unless it was a good opportunity. And I don't remember reading any things early on where there was like so-and-so on the Helios went missing. I don't remember if that was a thing. If that was a thing, those were probably victims of Ludwig. But so Ludwig, I think, was just his own thing, just a psycho. And Aubrey was vengeance driven. So he specifically manipulated Rose to go to Ada, killed Ada, and then manipulated having Rose go to him. And as he explained, he also controlled whether those time anomalies could get through to kill people or not. He led the time anomalies to Ada and killed her. And then he led the time anomalies to the room where he was talking to you right before he left so that they could kill you. So, yeah, he just wants the research for himself, and he wants the glory for himself. He feels like he was shafted, not given credit. So now he's angry and wants to kill everybody, eliminate evidence so that nobody can say that Aubrey did not create this. And then once everybody on the ship is dead, but he's off the ship, I think he plans to use that research to become famous and rich and whatever. Never mind, obviously, the huge scar, to say it nicely, left on his soul from murdering everybody effectively. So, yep, so that's going to do it for this today. So thanks for joining me. I will hopefully have more Last of Us 2 up very soon. More Elix, more We Happy Few. Hopefully my cooling thing arrives soon so I could feel like I could do more videos in the meantime. Not be so exhausted all the time and sweating and gross and stuff. Anyway, so we'll leave that there though. I will talk to you guys in Discord or in my other videos or on my next weekend's live stream, whenever. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys next time I see you. Until then, stay safe with everything that's going on in the world, and have a great day. Till then, peace.
Poor spider.
This freaking boy. Oh, that's so sad.